The forecast for Thursday, look for highs near 70 and lows around 51. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
And currently it is 58 degrees in Beaver County at 8:43 right on the nose. It is Tuesday, September the 2nd of 2025. And thank you for tuning in this morning. It's Beaver County Radio Morning Show. Frank Sparks, Scott Tatey is off today. It's actually kind of neat because we're talking patriotic and we're going to talk Let's Roll. Well, it's actually the 4th of July for Scott Tatey today. So since he worked the Midland Parade, he took today as a day off, so he'll be back with us again tomorrow. And now joining us in studio is a group of people that do a really cool event each and every year to honor and memorialize what occurred on 9/11. And so we got Charles Jones and Bob Gwynn. And who'd you guys bring with you today?
Tammy from Military Missions.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't remember Tammy's
Tammy,
last name.
do you have a last name?
Yeah.
I do.
And what's that? Pull that mic like right up on top of you there. There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah. There you go.
Hi, I'm Tammy Nicoletti, and I'm the president of the Military Mission of Beaver County.
Okay. All right. So let's get started. Each and every year, you guys do this wonderful program to honor and memorialize exactly what occurred on 9/11. So tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening this year. Who's going first? Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
Thank you. It's hard to believe it's been a year since it went by so fast that we did this last year. What we're going to do is we have a event there at the gazebo in Beaver at 4:30 on September 11th, and we call it Let's Roll, Never Forget 9/11. It's the beginning program will be a program honoring and remembering all the heroes and all the people on 9/11. And then once we do that beginning, then we will have entertainment and that, and come together as a community, support our police, our firemen, our EMTs, all the branches of the services, everyone that's a volunteer, and even citizens when 9/11, common ordinary citizens that were not part of the military that jumped in and helped. So we want everybody in the community to come together to remember 9/11, to celebrate our country. We'll have a free community picnic for everybody. We have the Beaver Bobcat band's going to play. So we have a nice program set up, and we just invite everybody to come down, enjoy the day, and enjoy our great country.
So it's hard to believe it's 24 years since 9/11 already. But each and every year, you guys, how many years have you guys been doing this?
Well, we started actually at 9/11. We had to get together just to some speakers and that. So it's 24 years probably or something like that we've been doing it. And we've had such good support in the community, and we would like to thank everybody that contributes and helps us in any way. We thank them.
So, Charles, what gets you involved in all this?
I met Bob. Bob and I hooked up with I don't even remember how many years it's been, but we got hooked up with the Tea Party some years back, and we just kind of fell in together. And being a Navy veteran, I follow what's going on and stuff like this, military, the troops rally when we have our troops rally in June, and it just seemed like a thing to do. And Bob asked me to lend a hand, and we kind of been partnered up in a little organization called the Steel Valley Patriots since then.
Okay. So when you do this on 9/11, benefits to police and firemen's memorial funds?
Yes, actually what happened, if we had Support the Troop rally we have every year in June after Garrison Day. Well, this is the first year ever we had to cancel it. The weather was terrible. We had water laying in the park. So what we want to do is kind of bring the Support the Troop rally over with us. It's a 9/11 event. And like I say, everything's free. Any donations given that day will be divided between the Police Memorial Fund, the Firemen's Memorial Fund, and we are going to give also to the Military Mission to help send boxes to the troops.
Okay, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So their seating? They need to bring a lawn chair or anything with them? Or?
Yeah, people.
Okay.
It'd be advisable to bring a lawn chair. We don't have enough chairs for everybody, but do encourage people to come out early. Just basically talk with us, fellowship with us. We'll have, there'll be a lot of vendors out there, hopefully, that will come, and people who like military missions, who support our military and support our first responders.
Tell us a little bit about this free community picnic that's going to be happening.
Yes, I've always thought that it would be nice we have events, but it would be nice to get the community to come together to have a community picnic, and so people can sit down together and enjoy one another. We're going to have, at the picnic, we'll have hot dogs, we'll have, with sauerkraut and that, we'll have nachos and cheese. So we just, what else we have?
We're doing hamburgers again this year?
No hamburgers. Just
Not unless you're
hot dogs.
cooking.
But we'll
Baked beans?
Chips and pop.
chips and pop, water. That will all be there available.
All right. Were you able to provide a free picnic?
We had a lot of people donate, and it's hard to mention anybody because when you mention somebody, you forget somebody.
Right.
But I just like to, tell everyone that's contributed in any way that we sure appreciate it, and thank you very much for your support. We've had
Continued support.
great support from the Borough of Beaver and the police and the Park Service. They have been fantastic in helping us, so we appreciate that.
All right. Once again, never forget 9/11 is happening obviously on September the 11th. It'll be at the Gazebo in Beaver at 4:30 p.m. Performance by the Bobcats Big Band as well, along with the community picnic. And so let's talk a little bit about these care packages for the troops. So what are we trying to accomplish here? What are we doing, or what can we bring?
We'll turn that over to Tammy.
Okay. So, then we'll just kick out. Tell us a little bit about military missions to start with, Tammy.
So, Military Mission was established about 3 years ago. If anybody remembers, the Yellow Ribbon Girls, which were from Elwood City, started this initiative. They since have retired, so they went about 23 years. They since retired, and some of our ladies from Military Mission had started Military Mission as they were participants with the Yellow Ribbon Girls. And so, again, this will be our third year where we'll be packing up care packages and sending it to our deployed soldiers. So we have a mix of ladies and gentlemen from Beaver County who support this. Basically, what we do is there's 3 ways you can support us with monetary donations that can be sent to us. We also collect hygiene and food items to pack and ship in the boxes. And you can also adopt a box for $50, which helps us pay for the box and go out and purchase items to put into the box.
Okay, and so again, what are some of the items that people can put in a box?
Some of the items that we have, things that go into the box, are things like, cotton balls and Q-tips and razors and pens and pencils. We're looking for things like men's crew socks, flavored drink sticks, Slim Jips, small nut packages, small crackers, granola bars, protein bars. So things that the soldiers would like being away from home that they don't have the opportunity to have when they're deployed.
I didn't realize that we still do have a lot of soldiers that are deployed at this point. I mean, I knew we had some, but one of our good friends, Rico Elmore, reached out to me the other day and told me, I'm 6 months in the desert. I'm like, why? I didn't think we were still doing that. And so he's deployed for the next 6 months, and I didn't realize that. So
We do, and we actually work with the USO and the Red Cross to where we need to ship those packages overseas.
So pretty much you're looking for, when it comes to the end, besides, like toiletries and things like that, when it comes to food items, you're looking for non-perishables that can make it over there and that they can use over a period of time.
That is correct. Just make sure we will look out for the expiration dates on those items.
Okay. So when do you, if someone wants to put a box together, and I'll share this, I'll make sure we scan this and share this on our website as well. If somebody wants to put a box together, how do they go about doing that, and where do they take it to?
Well, we have multiple locations throughout Beaver County, including legions, VFWs, churches, and fire departments that we actually have drop-off boxes to take the items to. You can either get a hold of us at 724-601-6908, or you can also email us at militarymissionofbeavercounty@yahoo.com. Additionally, at our Never Forget 9/11, which we will be there with a table, you can bring some of the care package items that you wish to donate items for to there. We'll have a box that you can actually donate and drop them off there.
Okay.
with
If somebody
us.
has questions, how can they get a hold of you?
Again, the number for us is 724-601-6908. Please feel free to give us a call, or you can email us at militarymissionofbeavercounty@yahoo.com.
All right. And the box size, is there a specific size of box that you're
We
after?
actually have what we'll call like a copy box, a Xerox box.
Gotcha.
That we utilize. So it's a pretty decent large box that we send to the military. We actually sent out about 160 boxes last year to the military. So we figured that it hit approximately 1,000 soldiers. It ended up going, our care packages ended up going to 9 different countries.
Wow.
And just to give you an idea of the shipping costs, it cost us approximately $6,300 to ship those boxes overseas for all those military personnel.
Wow. Typically, how many boxes do you ship at a time over?
We ship all of them at
All of
one
them?
time.
Okay. So you do it you collect year round and send it once a year?
We do
or?
collect
Okay.
all year round.
Okay.
We're looking for donations to be handed in by October 31st of this year.
All right.
We will start packing on Monday, November the 3rd. We actually have a venue up at Beaver Valley Mall, which is our base now. We're located next to Communicycle.
Okay.
And we will be packing and shipping those boxes. From there, we'll be taking them to the Beaver Post Office and sending those boxes out. And we send those out the first week in November when we're done with wrapping and packing those boxes, because we want to make sure that the soldiers and all the military branches get those boxes just in time for Christmas, so that there's enough leadway to have them for Christmas.
Now, how many years have you guys been doing this?
We've just been doing this. This will be our third year
Third year?
packing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So we want to thank everyone who's donated in previous years. We've had supporters. We have people supporting us packing and gathering items. All the places, like I mentioned, the VFWs and the churches and et cetera, that have boxes placed at their establishment, that they support us in drop-offs and collecting for that.
All right, we're speaking this morning with officials from Never Forget 9/11 that's coming up. It'll be coming up on September the 11th at the Gazebo in Beaver, and we're going to take a short break. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to call at 724-843-1888 or 774-1888. We'll be right back with more right after this.
The games are coming to a close, and now it's time to talk about them as we draw the curtain on another week of high school football. Welcome to the Falcones Moon Township Ford Wrap-Up Show. This week's show is being brought to you by Electric Garage Door Sales, Forward RX, Patriot Home Care, the YMCA, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, All Access Automotive, Drug Free Aliquippa, the St. Barnabas Health System, the Fry Transportation Group, the Community College of Beaver County, Tri-State Sporting Arms, Vape and Roll With It, Friendly Federal Credit Union, Carver Construction, Falcones Moon Township Ford, and Beaver County Radio 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and BeaverCountyRadio.com. The phone lines are open at 724-843-1888 and 724-774-1888.
The best of Beaver County is easy to discover. It's right here on your radio. Tune in Beaver County Radio or watch the Best of Beaver County live on Facebook or YouTube video this and every Thursday from 11 to 11:30. The program is made possible by St. Barnabas. For over 3 years now, the show has been dedicated to shining light on the great things going on right here in your neighborhood and the people that are making it happen. This Thursday, enjoy conversation and insight from an intriguing lineup of guests who are creating excitement and having an impact right here in Beaver County. Your friends and neighbors at St. Barnabas are pleased to support the Best of Beaver County. The radio broadcast will also be replayed each week from 11:30 to noon on Sundays on Beaver County Radio. Archived Best of Beaver County videos can be viewed on the WBVP WMBA Facebook page. It's your chance to encounter the best of Beaver County with host Mike Romai this Thursday starting at 11. For more information, visit beavercountyradio.com.
It's time to wake up, Beaver Valley, with Pastor David Grove from the Church of the Redeemed of Beaver Valley. Tune in to Beaver County Radio this and every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. It's time to wake up and turn our hearts back to Jesus Christ. So wake up early this Saturday and tune in to Wake Up Beaver Valley from 9 until 10 a.m. right here on Beaver County Radio.
Tune in every Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. for another insightful edition of Living Well, a special segment on Beaver County Radio designed to help you enjoy the best, most fulfilling, and healthiest life possible. Hosted by Dr. Joseph Maroon and Jeff Boast, and presented by St. Barnabas. Living Well, Saturday mornings at 8:30. Right here on Beaver County Radio, WBVP Beaver Falls, WMBA Ambridge, along with 99.3 FM and 95.7 FM.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
Making their way into the tri-oval under the lights, the fans rise to their feet as one.
Playoff round of 16 continues.
Trouble here on the front straightaway. Bubba Wallace gets turned.
Under the shadows of the Gateway Arch.
One can race his way into the playoffs. Ryan Blaney now comes to the checkered flag.
It's the Enjoy Illinois 300.
One of the greatest honors a person can receive is to be gathered with their people at the time of their passing. Even biblical authors, when they wanted to explain what it meant to have lived a great, prosperous, and meaningful life, spoke of the individual as having lived a long time and being gathered with friends and relatives near as they closed out their twilight years. Being gathered together with loved ones is something that the J&J Spratt Funeral Home takes very seriously as well. The comfort both given and received cannot be underestimated. J&J Spratt Funeral Home also knows that the honor shown to a loved one at their time of need in this manner is still the right thing to do today. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has been gathering together with area families for 4 generations and looks forward to honoring future residents deserving of being gathered together with friends and family. Click jjsprattfh.com.
You're listening to 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls.
It is now 9 o'clock, right on the nose here in Beaver County. Noah Haswell has news.
Thank you, Frank. Good morning. On this Tuesday, September 2nd of 2025, we will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. Jonathan Morris of Aliquippa is the plaintiff of a recent lawsuit that was filed against ABC Transit Company Incorporated and the male driver of one of their buses, which crashed in Economy Borough on August 23, 2025. This bus that crashed that day carried the Aliquippa Junior High School football team, and the crash occurred on Schaefer Road. This crash caused 21 people and the driver to be taken to the hospital. Morris is a volunteer coach for the Aliquippa Junior High School football team, and he alleges in this lawsuit that the male bus driver of the bus that crashed was not paying attention to his driving and was driving too fast when the crash occurred. Pennsylvania State Police in Beaver report that 37-year-old Ryan Farmer of Aliquippa was charged after crashing his motorcycle in Hookstown Borough on August 26, 2025. Farmer was speeding while riding his motorcycle on Main Street in Hookstown Borough and hit a concrete barrier there after he left the road. Farmer was not able to keep control of his motorcycle because he was under the influence of both drugs and alcoholic beverages. According to police, Farmer got transported to UPMC Presbyterian Hospital of Pittsburgh for serious but non-life-threatening injuries, and charges will be filed against him for having a blood alcohol content of 0.16 or greater at the time of this incident. According to a release from the Beaver Valley Artists, their first fall artist demonstration, which is free for the public to see some art, will be on Thursday, September 11th at 7 p.m. at the Merrick Art Gallery in New Brighton. The featured guest artist for September for this event from the Beaver Valley Artists is Craig Wetzel, a professional artist from East Liverpool, Ohio. Wetzel is also a graphic designer and author, along with being a professional artist. According to a report from the Butler Eagle, Cranberry Township supervisors reportedly gave final approval for construction of a Wegmans grocery store there, effectively greenlighting the project. On Thursday, a supervisors meeting occurred in Cranberry Township, and Wegmans got conditional use approval and final land development following a public hearing that day. The expected opening time of the new 115,000 square foot Wegmans store in Cranberry Township will be in 2027, and that new store will be located on Cool Springs Drive in Cranberry Township. Up to 500 people are expected to be employed at this new Wegmans store, which will sell food varieties, including baked goods, a selection of wine and beer, deli products, and produce. An explosion occurred at the Time Brew Pub in Elwood City this morning that left that building significantly damaged. The explosion occurred early this morning at the building located on the 600 block of Mount Vernon Drive. Columbia Gas was at the scene trying to shut the gas off because of the explosion. There were no reports of injuries initially. And running back Jaylen Warren has signed a 3-year contract extension with the Pittsburgh Steelers, solidifying his status as a key player. Warren joined the team in 2022 as an undrafted rookie. He has risen from a practice squad hopeful to the first string after the Steelers let former first-round pick Najee Harris leave in free agency. Warren has impressed with his physicality and versatility, averaging 4.8 yards per carry. He remains motivated, acknowledging doubters but focusing on his role. Warren's journey from junior college to the NFL serves as an inspiration to others. This newscast is being brought to you by St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom. We will check your Beaver County radio weather forecast after this.
Let's face it, work is a large part of your life. Why not choose a job that allows the opportunity of a fulfilling career working with people who appreciate you? St. Barnabas Health System is looking for extraordinary, service-minded people to join our team. Earn and learn with career opportunities on our clinical, housekeeping, and food service teams. For more information and to apply, visit stbarnabashealthsystem.com or call 724-444-JOBS. Jobs that are apart from the ordinary. Find them at St. Barnabas Health System.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
A beautiful sunny day is in store for us. We'll see a high near 78. Clear and mild tonight. We'll drop down to a low around 52. Lots of sunshine tomorrow with a slight chance of showers through the overnight. We'll reach a high of 81 and low around 60. And showers and possible thunderstorms in the forecast for Thursday. Look for highs near 70 and lows around 51. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
On this Tuesday, September 2nd of 2025 at 5 minutes after 9, we've got a temperature of 64 degrees currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
All right, thanks, Noah. Appreciate it. Noah will be back at 9:30, and he'll have more news for us. It's the Beaver County Radio Morning Show. Frank Sparks, Scott Tatey off today. He'll be back with us again tomorrow. We're talking this morning with Bob, Charles, and Tammy, and it is Never Forget 9/11 that is coming up here in 9 days from now. So still hard to believe that 24 years ago that this heinous act occurred. And it's pretty cool that you guys carry on the memories of everybody and this event that occurred and memorialize it. And I think that's one of the things that everybody knows about 9/11. You were talking about, one of those events, Charles, that just exactly where you were at that point in time.
Exactly.
And I think 9/11 is everybody knows exactly where they were when we first found out what was going on.
I was actually hot pressing some military camouflage fatigues at that time.
I thought maybe you were cleaning for me back then. Was that clear back then?
Yep.
Okay. I couldn't remember what year it was when Charles back in the day used to do a little help me out with doing some floors. But I was on my way home from work that day.
Yep.
And somebody had texted me. Actually, somebody who worked for us had texted me and said, hey, or had called me and said, hey, because we didn't have texting then. Called me and said, hey, here's what's going on. And I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. But then it kind of brought people together too, because we were having a front door installed on our house that day from the guys from Home Depot were installing the door. And they just kind of hung out in my house all day and watched what was going on, even though they're supposed to be installing the door. But I think the statute of limitations is up. They won't get fired anymore now.
Absolutely.
But that's what happened. They spent the day at my house, and we all sat and watched what was going on that day.
Yeah, I was in the dry cleaning business, and we did military uniforms at that time, and I was working on them. I just dropped everything and went home, cranked up the TV just to watch what was going on.
Right.
But the one thing I want to mention, especially about that day, never forget, it is amazing how many people who have forgotten, or they just don't, it just doesn't bother them anymore.
Right.
This is our home. Don't come in making waves. Somebody will retaliate.
Yeah.
And that's the way I look at it. Maybe I'm a little too military minded for a lot of people, but that's me.
I don't think you are. I think it kind of taught us all a lesson that day. I mean, whether you're political wise or not political wise, I think both George W. Bush and Rudy Giuliani helped get us through that period of time.
I think so. Yeah.
They were that's a point in time where you need a leader that's going to stand up, and I think that's what we saw during that period of time, and during that heinous act. So, Bob, do you remember where you were when this all happened?
Yes, I was down at Bruce Mansfield plant, we were doing some renovations, and when the word came around that happened, everything come to a stop. I mean, everybody was glued to any kind of radio or TV they could get. So it's a day you'll never forget. And also, and I want to mention, we think about the 9/11, all the heroes of that day. We also got to remember and teach our kids the heroes of the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, Korean War, Vietnam War, World War I, World War II. All, not only the soldiers, but the people at home that worked to support that. As we come together, we have to remember all these people and what a great country and how many people sacrificed and gave their lives and have for our country. We should never forget that and teach our kids that also.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to teach more and more, because when you think about it, the kids that are now graduating high school actually were not alive when 9/11 occurred.
No, they weren't.
So hopefully, I have a young one in school, and I'm hoping that as she gets older, they teach all these things, because those were things we learned when we were in school. Obviously we didn't learn about 9/11, but the whole way up through Vietnam and all the other conflicts through there we've learned about, and we need to keep our history, put it that way. We need to keep teaching our history. That's why I hate when, no matter what a memorial or a monument is, I hate when they take it down, because all you're doing is erasing history.
Exactly.
Even if you're putting it undercover and putting it somewhere, still you're just erasing history, and we don't learn if we don't. And that's what 9/11 did. It taught us, and that's a piece of history that taught us all.
Exactly.
And I want to say also that this event, 9/11, was actually started by the Vietnam vets of Beaver County.
Okay.
So we just went together with them and kind of gradually been working with them and have been taking it over. But
so gradually became Bob's event.
But the Vietnam vets of Beaver County they've been great, and they do a lot in our community.
And they are also who's hosting this year's Memorial Day Parade, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
Okay. So, Tammy, military mission. You were we were talking about some of the things that people could donate. They wanted to just basically adopt a box to hand for people, how they could go about that. But you said you had some other events that are coming up?
Yeah, actually on September 20th this year, we are having our first fundraising event. Okay. It's a bingo, and it's at the Vanport Fire Department. So anybody who's interested, come on out. We'll have auction baskets, 50/50s, strip tickets, Fire department will be selling food. So looking for a good time and for a good event for us to support us with also paying for those boxes, those costly boxes that we have to ship. So come on out and join us. Have a good time at Vanport Fire Department. Doors open at 5 o'clock p.m. Bingo starts at 6:30 p.m. Again, that's at Vanport Fire Department on Saturday, September the 20th.
Okay. What's the cost?
The cost is $20.
$20, okay.
To play bingo, yes.
All right. And if somebody needs more information on that, how can they do that?
Again, please call us at 724-601-6908. We also have flyers that will be circulating. In addition, or you can email us at militarymissionofbeavercounty@yahoo.com.
Okay. And Charles, you got something going on that you're going to be coming back in a couple of weeks, and we're talking about.
Yes, Frank, we're going to be in here with a lot more information on the 15th for a program that's happening. It's our third year. It's called Give God Glory. It is an 8-hour program from noon until 8 p.m. at Hopewell Park. We will be at the first and second venues. You also have the music shell that's between them. Mm-hmm. So we'll be in that particular area. It's called Give God Glory. It's a program or an event, if you will, to bring churches and Christians and anybody who wants to come and just give God glory for this great nation. And, it's not a preaching event. It's just an event where people can come together and just praise and worship for God and what he's done for this nation. If there are folks out there who, churches or Christian organizations who would like to participate, and if we have the room in the program, they can give Janice Gibson a call and discuss that particular opportunity with them. And her telephone number is 724-462-6311. That's 724-462-6311. And it's a community event. There will be vendors there. There will be opportunities for food and a number of other things going on. We can give more information on this on the 15th.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so let's recap once again. Bob, go over what's going to be going on September the 11th at the gazebo with Never Forget 9/11.
Yes, we'll have obviously, it's a Let's Roll, we call it. It's a coming together on that day at the gazebo in Beaver on September 11th at 4:30. We have entertainment. We'll start the program, remember 9/11 and honoring all the heroes and that. And then we're going to have a program with the Bobcats of Beaver. And as we wind up the program, everything's free, but any money collected will be used to support the police memorial, the firemen's memorial, and to help with shipping the boxes to our troops. So please come out and support a lot of people say, what can I do to support our police or firemen? This is the opportunity to come out and show them that we really, really got their back and we support them 100%. Thank you very much.
All right, Tammy, tell us, recap for us about Military Mission, Adopt a Box, and if somebody wants to put a box together, how they can go about doing all that.
Yeah, so 3 ways to help support Military Mission of Beaver County is to send a monetary donation. You can send that to P.O. Box 14, Beaver, PA 15009. You can help us by donating hygiene and food items. We have a list of those items posted in various locations, or you could email us at militarymissionofbeavercounty@yahoo.com, and we'd be happy to provide that to you. Or you can adopt a box for $50, which helps us pay for the shipping of those boxes overseas for the military.
All right, and if somebody wants to mail a box to you, how do they go about that?
Just get a hold of us at 724-601-6908. Or again, email us at militarymissionofbeavercounty@yahoo.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you out and get you in contact with what you need to do.
Okay. And
Appreciate any support.
Yeah, and I'll put all these links on and the order form and all that for the Adopt a Box on our website a little bit later on today.
Thank you.
So that everybody has that. So, Chuck, you having some problems with your phone over there, buddy?
I got the volume turned off, but it wants to ring.
It wants to make some noise today. That's all.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, appreciate you guys all coming in.
Well, can I say
sure.
one more thing?
Sure. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, we've been sending boxes since basically the Gulf War started, through the Yellow Ribbon Girls and through working that. And I will say, to let people know, that when we send these boxes out, we get such beautiful and fantastic letters from the service people. They really appreciate it, and it's heartwarming when you get a letter and it's thanking you for doing some little wee thing for them. So they do appreciate it, and we appreciate everybody that helps us.
We also have just another note to add on to what Bob has to say. So we actually had the 9/11 reach out to us last year. And so people from Beaver County, in addition to Allegheny County, but I had a soldier reach out to us from the 9/11 and who is from Beaver County, and we actually sent them boxes for our Beaver Countyans who were stationed over in Qatar last year. So, it hits close to home. So
Absolutely.
just support our Beaver County personnel too
All right.
that are deployed.
Thank you guys for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. Charles, next time leave your phone at home.
Absolutely.
See, being in the business I'm in, my phone, I couldn't even tell you what my ringtone is on my phone because it's always on vibrate. I never take it off, believe it or not.
I got the sound turned all the way down. I don't know why it's ringing.
Because it wants to.
It's got a mind of its own.
Yeah, it wants to. That's
Yeah.
one. Oh, well. All right. Well, appreciate
Sorry.
you guys coming in. Good luck on 9/11. And if you guys need anything else, let us know.
Okay.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much. Appreciate it.
All right, coming up next, let's see. What do you think? Let's get started with Blondie and Call Me here on your Tuesday morning.